Good morning, Team National Parks. Welcome to your last English assignment for sixth grade. Woohoo! All right, so here we go. Listen very carefully and listen to this entire screencast because there's two parts to this that you will not know how to do if you do not watch this whole thing. All right, so you're going to go into your English folder and your English roll. First thing you're going to notice is that this folder is actually for 2 weeks. So this assignment, and again, there's two parts to it, is intended to take 2 weeks total. So let's open this up. All right. So what you are going to first do is read the directions. So let me actually back up. So I've been talking about this for a while. This is the time where you are going to create your own myth, but it's not something where we say, "All right, guys, write a myth." You have to have a plan and certain parts to it. So let's start by clicking on here where it says mixed up myth plan. Okay, so here are the directions for it. And I'm going to show you what you're going to be filling out. So these are the directions. This is in the document as well. But I want to point this out to you. When your organizer is complete, you're going to submit it in Schoology before you move on to the project. So kind of think of it as your graphic organizer / rough draft. And you need to wait, and I will do it as soon as possible to get approval from me before starting the project. So what that means is I need to say, yeah, you did what you were supposed to do. Now go do your project. Or wait, you forgot this part, or let's change that before you start your project. Now, I want to go up to the due date. I want you to see here because this this organizer is due on Wednesday, not Friday, Wednesday. Okay. So, what am I talking about? Right here, the Twisted Myth Organizer. Let's click on that and open it. All right. So these are the directions that were on the Schoology page. In order to complete your project, you first need to come up with an idea for your mixed up myth. Sometimes I refer to it as your twisted myth. After completing your reading in D'Ailaire's Book of Greek Myths, and choose 2 gods / goddesses of ancient Greece. You may choose from those listed below, but you're not limited to that. If there are other Greek god and goddesses that you have read about that weren't in the book, you can choose them. Record the attributes or qualities of the deities you have chosen. Combine some of the attributes of each to create a new deity. So there's an example. So I'm going to go over this and then I'm going to show you an example plan. All right, so here are the important Greek gods and goddesses that you could choose from. Now, again, you can combine them. So, the deity one's name and what are their attributes, and deity two's name, what are their attributes, and use them to create a new one. All right. Once you've done that, then you're going to use the sheet to give life to your new god or goddess. Be sure to fill out these details and use them in your story. So that's really important. You're going to go through and, do a really good job filling this out. And when it comes down to your story and your project, don't forget to use them. All right. So I'm not going to go through these. They're pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Now, plan your twisted myth. So begin planning your myth by choosing the major characters in your myth and the setting. Also, what is the problem, situation, and resolution in your myth? Because it's just like a story, right? There's characters, there's setting, there's problems, there's situations, and there's a resolution. Now, you can use the ideas below, or you can come up with your own. This is a chance for you to be as creative or not as creative as you'd like. So, here are some examples of characters, settings, problems or situations, endings or resolution. Now, right below here, it says Twisted Myth Plot Diagram. You're going to click on this link. Now, you do not need to turn this in. However, this would be highly advantageous to you to have filled out. It is not a printable PDF, apologies, so you'll have to print it out on your own. And you're going to be using this to write your narrative, your myth. But what do you turn in? You are going to be turning in this. By when? Wednesday at 3 p.m. Now, if you go back, and I apologize in advance because this is going to be a long screencast. If you go back to the rules folder, there's an example. So this is what I was just showing you. If you click on here, example of mixed up myth character planner. Here's an example to give you ideas. Okay, of course, we don't want to see these exact same ideas in yours. So here are some examples. Okay, and this is something that someone's done. It's actually very cute and funny. You should take a look at it. Oh, I think this is for, yeah. Okay. So, and like I said, this is what you need to fill out on your own and submit by Wednesday. Now, once you do, and I go, yep, green light. Oops. I clicked it off. Yep, green light. Go forward with your project. What does that mean exactly? Sorry, I clicked that all out. And go back into the roles because I don't want to record this all over. So again, this is why it's for 2 weeks. You'll see now. So once you submitted that, I'm like, yep, good to go. Then within this folder, right here is your Twisted Myth project. So you're going to open this up. Now, you'll see the due date, May 29th. So that's not this Friday, it's the following Friday. So you are going to choose one of the options, and I'm going to show that to you in a minute, to make your myth come to life. And you're going to submit your project in the Team National Parks Twisted Myths Schoology group. Say that 3 times fast. Here's the access code to join when you are finished. All right, so what am I uploading into the Team National Parks Twisted Myths Schoology group? Let's click right down here. So you have options. Look at this. So how are you going to bring your myth that you created come to life? You could write a story and create a collage. Now, you can write a 2 to page 3 story about the God that you made up. You may also create an illustration to accompany your story or create illustrations throughout your story. And here are examples to get ideas. All right. You could, and this is actually what I've done in the past in groups, you could create a common craft video where you use construction paper, cardstock, or other materials you have at home. You can create characters, props, and a setting for your video. Please see screencasts and other directions for more details. So again, here's directions, examples, and a video tutorial. This one is where you could make an iMovie of your myth or some sort of live action video. You write a script for your myth and you use iMovie or another video application, so it doesn't need to be iMovie, to create a live action movie of your myth. Feel free to enlist the help of your family members and pets in the video of your myth. An example of um, a live action myth is right here. You could make your myth a comic book. Create a 3 to 4 page comic book that tells the story of your mixed up myth. Your comic should convey the story of your myth in a graphic way. It can be done on paper and scanned, or done on Google Slides or another online program. And as always, there are examples here. You could do your myth in a journal format. So you could use a journal or diary format to tell the story of your mixed up myth. You should have at least 3 to 5 pages worth of diary entries that tell the story. So here is an example. You could create a children's book, a picture book. We've done a few of those in history. So, using simple language or rhyming words to tell the story of your mixed up myth. Use lots of illustrations to help accompany your story. And this should be 5 to 7 pages, and more information is here. So, you have options, options, options. Hopefully, one of these is standing out to you right now, going, oh my gosh, yes, I can't wait to do that. All right, so before I finish, let's go back to that folder. So I want to just point out these due dates. So this is due on May 29th at 3 p.m. You are not going to submit it as an assignment in Schoology. Rather, you're going to upload it into the Twisted Myths Schoology group, which I have created already right here. Team National Parks Twisted Myth Projects. And it's all empty. It's waiting for your awesome projects to be uploaded. All right. So I hope you really listened. Again, I'm going to repeat 2 parts. The first part is due Wednesday at 3 o'clock, this Wednesday at 3 o'clock. And then the second part is due Friday, May 29th. Again, if you have any questions, come see me during office hours. I'll also go over this tomorrow in our team Zoom. All right, have fun. Bye.